absolutely. Thank you. For sure.
I want to first and foremost say I'm a huge fucking fan, man. Since I was like
Oh, thank you.
young, and for me to do this is it's awesome. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much. I appreciate that.
All right. You guys have a new album coming out, 1026.
Yes.
I'm a little confused with the name. Is it new album 9?
No, it's just called 9.
Oh, 9. Okay. All right.
Yes.
So it's 9. What was the thought process behind just 9?
It's our 9th album,
Oh, no shit.
and yeah, and so the idea popped into my head one day, and I thought that seemed fun.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
killer.
You know, a little tip of the hat to the Beatles as well with number 9.
I did end up hearing your song Rendezvous,
Oh, cool.
and I loved it. It was freaking awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was is it about like your escapades on the road, or?
Yeah, it sure is. The whole album is basically a love letter to music and our fans, and my career as the front man that saves the day. And so that's the song when I sing about our international tours.
That's and that's what I was listening to it. And I was trying to be you, and what was coming from you when you were writing it, and I was like, this has to be about escapades, man.
Oh yeah, big time.
Are you married?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're not. Oh shit. Okay. Because I was gonna say.
I'm divorced, and I have a daughter who's 13, and her mom and I raised her together separately. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right. I'm in the same thing. My son, he's about to be 13 in November, and me and his
Hey,
wife.
so we're in the same boat.
Yes, sir. And I was always away. I was in the military, so I was in there for 12 years.
Oh wow, that's a stint.
It's a fucking few of them, right?
Yeah, right.
I remember I would be in my rack, and I had my mini disc player, and I used to have you guys in my.
Dude, that's amazing.
All the time, like every single song, multiple albums. And
wow.
I remember hearing Rock Tonic Juice. Is that the?
Yeah, Rock Tonic Juice Magic.
And I was crying. So anytime because it reminded me of home so much.
Oh wow.
So anytime I hear that song, like I get brought back to either my childhood or me crying like a little bitch inside the rack.
Well, I'm honored that the music could help.
No, thank you. So take me through this, like when you're writing this album and you decide like, all right, this is the theme of my album, and it's more of, your times, through music, and it's sort of like what I got from you is maybe like a memoir through music.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It is a bit of a memoir about my life in music, going all the way back to my first experience of being alive, hearing my heartbeat against my pillow falling asleep at night.
Oh shit! I never even thought about that, but that's exactly what happens when you're younger,
Yeah, I woke up to that sound of your temple against the pillow, and it sounded like music to me. I mean, it was a drum beat. So while I was writing the album, I let myself write whatever comes out sort of by my instincts. Mm-hmm. And this album just wound up being all about my love of music and then my life as a musician. It was a fun album to write, very reflective.
And it's gonna be. I can't wait to hear it. And I'm gonna be excited for that to go through those memories with you, like family tapes or. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good way to put it. That too. I dig it. Memoir and family tapes. That's it.
What would you? What songs or music were in you? Because every human beings, we have patterns, and we have, for me, there'll be a certain type of music I'm listening to during certain periods of time.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm going to be ashamed to even say this, but my kid, he's a teenager, and so Cardi B and XX
heck yeah.
Tentacion, that's the music that I have been affiliated with in the last 2 months.
Yeah. So that's in your phase right now.
Yes. What were you into while you were creating this album?
I wound up going back to a lot of the records that I liked when I was a kid. So it was like Led Zeppelin and Aerosmith and Beatles and David Bowie and Jimi Hendrix. So that's why the album has a lot of rock and roll on it.
I noticed that with Rendezvous as well.
Yeah, it's a big guitar riff in the beginning, yeah. Yeah, and that was fun. I just naturally wound up going back to those records in my phase, I totally relate to what you're saying. And I just happened to somehow go back to, Houses of the Holy and Led Zeppelin 4. At the time I was at the time I was writing it, and that's just happened to be what I wanted to listen to. So the music wound up coming out kind of along the lines of those records, but also it was about my entire journey growing up loving music my whole life. And Led Zeppelin, is the reason that I make my own music. They're the reason I wanted to pick up a guitar. So it was all pretty fitting.
When my dad is a huge Zeppelin fan.
And
that was in my house. Yeah. That was in my house all the time, in my dad's car, anywhere we'd go.
Oh, that's awesome.
And
that's a nice way to grow up.
My dad, he was like, you know what? I want to get the sun god tattoo on my arm. And
that's cool.
And he had it he had the tattoo paper out and he put it on there. He was like, yeah, it's going to look good right there. So that weekend I went to the tattoo shop and I got the same tattoo.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he didn't even, now he's like super pissed off at me because he didn't want to get the tattoo after that. So now I'm just stuck with it by myself.
Oh my gosh.
And every time I wear like a sleeveless shirt and it shows it, he goes, you're a fucking asshole.
Oh, that's a good one, dude.
You also, I read that you're into Morrissey and the Smiths.
Yes.
I love them.
Time.
Fucking A, man. So great.
Oh, yeah.
You were on a bill with them last year, I want to say?
Yeah.
Did you end up meeting him?
No, he and his people were in this like camp that was really, really secluded, and nobody could go in there at all.
I know.
Yeah, it was such an amazing experience getting to actually be part of a festival with them, getting to see them from just so up close. And then the very next day was the day that we played, and they actually put our band and Taking Back Sunday back in the Morrissey camp. So we got to go back there the next day. we were sitting around thinking, was Morrissey sitting right here? So it was pretty special.
I ended up getting an interview approved to interview him, right?
Oh, wow.
And so I'm ready there. I have my camera crew. We're over there. And his guy was there, and he was like, all right, we're going to take you right now in about 15 minutes. And so this lady comes over, and she starts smelling me. And she was like, nah.
What?
Yeah, she was smelling me. She was like, nah, Morrissey's not going to like this.
Oh, my gosh.
And then
You're kidding me.
The interview was canceled.
You are kidding me. I've never heard anything like that. That is insane.
It is very, very crazy. And it definitely my heart broke.
So different. Wow. My gosh. When we played, I guess he had some sort of demands before he was going to go on stage. So I guess he's still pretty particular.
Yeah. No matter what, I still love him. I mean, he broke my heart,
yeah.
But fuck, man. The music that he's created is just timeless, you know?
I know. Really good lyricist.
Oh, yeah.
And he was one of my first lyrical sources of inspiration when I was first starting to write lyrics. Him and the guy from a band called Jawbreaker.
Jawbreaker.
Yeah, Blake Schwarzenbach. The two of them are pretty much the blueprint of Saves the Day lyrics.
And with Morrissey, like same with you. Like when I dissect your lyrics, like now, and then if I go and dissect your lyrics 5 years from now, it means things totally different.
Oh, that's cool. I really like that. The same thing happens to me when I go up on stage and I sing a song that's from 10 years ago or something. The words can mean something now to me that seems almost as if they were meant for me to sing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they mean more to me as I go. It's interesting.
And now we're getting, music nerdy, but have you heard of Greta Van Fleet?
Oh, sorry, Greta Van
Fleet? Greta Van Fleet?
I have heard of that. I think I heard of it recently. Do they kind of sound like Zeppelin?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they sound just like Zeppelin?
Yes.
Yes,
Josh.
I did hear one song, and I thought it was Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, my dad too. I was like, Dad, Did you hear this new Zeppelin song? And he was like, oh my God, this is really good. I can't believe Robert Plant's still doing it.
Wow, so it works.
Yeah.
It really works.
They're great boys. I mean, if you ever get a chance to slap hands or talk to them, very intelligent.
Cool.
I interviewed them, and very, 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 very good guys, and very intelligent.
Awesome.
I loved it.
It's always nice when folks are. It's not just like the good guys, bad band. It's nice when it's good guys, good band.
What are you listening to now?
Right now, I've been listening to a lot of Tom Petty.
Oh, yeah?
And Bob Dylan.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's just because I've been walking my dog in the park a lot, and I don't want anything too loud. Like that their lyrics are the way that I like lyrics. They're conversational, but they say a lot more than you think they do on first listen.
Yeah. I have this I have a radio show, and I have this band coming on called Grip Harbor tonight, and the guy is very Dylan reminiscent.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Really, really cool.
Oh, I got to check that out.
Grit Harbor.
Cool.
What's your favorite part of life?
What a great question. Wow. My favorite part of life is being a dad.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah. And after that, my favorite part of life is being a friend and a son. And I really like the experience of trying to understand what it's all about.
That is like every single breath of my life that's not dedicated to my family or work is dedicated to that. Like I get in these YouTube holes where
I know, right?
I'm just trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I read constantly.
Me too. I do a lot of reading. What do you think, man? Like honestly, like you seem like a very intelligent man. It seems like you have been around the block and you've put thought into it. What do you think?
Well, I think the point is to be alive, and to be alive, we live in the world with others, and I think we have to really try our best to make things good for everyone, so that everyone can love life as much as life can be loved.
I like that. Have you listened to the Elon Musk Joe Rogan?
No, I would love to. What did they say?
Well, Elon, he thinks that it's a greater chance for us to be in some sort of simulation. That's what he thinks. And
yeah, I mean, well, I don't want to cut you off. I have all kinds of theories about all this stuff too. I think if we're living in a simulation, it might be the same. You could also say we are all alive in the world. It's not. We don't know what's what, but it could be the same. You could be saying the same thing in two different ways. the experience of life is already so strange that you have no idea what it actually is anyway. Mm-hmm. We call it life. And I think part of it too is if it were that kind of experience, do the people that are running the show want us to totally, unravel the clues, or do they really want us to just have the best experience down here as we possibly can while making the experience okay for others, so that the simulation or life is as enjoyable as it possibly could be?
Yeah. Because, who knows let's just say happenstance. It is, bless you, it is a simulation, right? Let's just say that.
Right.
We might not know how bad it is on the other side of it.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Let's say that's this is the place where where the dream is supposed to live. You've seen that show Westworld. No. I don't know if you've seen it.
No.
Have you? But it's kind of hard to tell what the world outside of that simulation is, and I think that it's hard for me to know how much to reveal about what I actually think about things, but I would say that I think this way. This is what I think about.
If you want off the record, that's fine as well.
Well, yeah, so honestly, I think that that's actually what's happening, and I think that the reason we're supposed to make it enjoyable and good is because the world might be sort of more of the chaotic void or something, which is sort of an oxymoron on the outside of this. Or you get to the end of the maze and you realize there's not much to do, except watch things grow and then die. So I don't know. I live in this space with the sense of purpose. And my sense of purpose is, I think that we're supposed to make it as good as it can be.
You're doing your part, bro.
Thanks, man.
I can definitely vouch for that one on a personal
Thank
note.
you. I hope so. I really take it seriously. I don't want to mess it up. And life has been very, very good to me. And I believe in the responsibility.
What's something you geek out on?
This is what I geek out purely on life itself, and trying to unravel the clues, trying to figure it all out. But numbers, words, I like the origin of words, numbers. To me, it's bizarre to even the five senses. The five senses of being alive are just completely strange. And I know it's a little bit strange, but I really think the experience of being inside of your body is just a total trip.
I know.
So,
and when you think about it, like, all right, let's just say that your spirit moves on, right? Let's just say for happenstance, right? Your spirit moves on, and your body is left here. Does that mean your thoughts are gone? And if your thoughts are gone, like, wouldn't that mean your feelings are gone? And
I live in a state where I don't let myself think, because I know that every thought that I have cannot be verified, and so I exist in a way where I'm constantly monitoring my thoughts, and I don't let them take root if they should bubble up from the surface. And the way that I have learned how to keep the thoughts from continually arising is I focus entirely on my breathing. So I'm 99.9% of the time just breathing in the air and focusing on my physical existence. And I don't trust a single thought that I have. I don't take it seriously unless it's a thought, I've got to set alarm. I have to set an alarm for 5 minutes before 6 o'clock because I have an interview today. I'll set the alarm, but other than that, I'm not going to wonder what the interview might be like, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, just
I'm just
live
gonna
life.
get there. Yes, that is how I live life.
That's freaking awesome. Let me see. Turning the page. I know I had another question. So excuse me.
No,
Okay.
not even,
Here.
no
No.
worries.
I remember it now.
That's another thing about me is that, sorry, I don't want to interrupt. I'm in no rush at all. I sort of exist outside of time.
That's awesome. Have you? And this could be off the record as well. Have you ever tried DMT?
Well, I make it in my own brain.
Right.
But
right.
I have not. Yeah.
But never.
No, I've never actually smoked it or however you do it.
I haven't either.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
But definitely.
I have a lot of friends that have.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm sort of nervous about it. You know, it's around me all the time. But I'm just
for
afraid.
me, for me, the trip of life is already so intense that it's like anything extra, I'll just shatter into pieces, you know?
That's what I feel. Like,
yeah.
It could be the end of the world, I know. And I love
I have no interest. Yeah, I have no interest in actually, ingesting that into me because for whatever's going on already is just wild.
Okay, so besides, this topic, what is something else that you're super passionate about? And music. So besides the two greatest things in your life, what else are you passionate about?
Yeah, books. Definitely books are my, main primary source of entertainment. I really, really love books. I love reading books about all this sort of mythology and religion and space and time and stuff like that. Other than that, I really love hanging out with friends. You know, I enjoy company. I grew up as an only child, and I've spent probably 2/3 of my life alone, and so friends and family are just really important to me. But I really love living in the town where I live, Chico, California. I just feel like it's every moment that I'm here is just so thoroughly enjoyable. No matter what happens, during any day, it's an adventure.
I thought you lived back east for some reason.
I did. I grew up back there. I grew up in New York City and New Jersey.
Uh-huh.
And moved out here in 2002.
Oh, no shit. My pops lived back east in New Jersey or New York, North Collins, upstate.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
And he moved out here in 1981. And so I live in
nice.
Ventura.
Oh, cool, awesome. Yeah, I'm up north. Have you been up to Chico?
Yeah. Awesome place.
It's such a great town.
Very, very cool. Me and my family, since my kids I have 2 kids, 12 and 13.
Yeah.
And our thing is on weekends, I turn off the phone and we go and we find abandoned places.
Oh,
and
that's so cool.
It's fucking so fun because as your kids get older, you're either going to be this nerd dad who wants to still do baby things and live in the past, or you can help them live in the present, and go do cool things. And so, we were in Santa Barbara. We went to Knapp's Castle. It's like an old castle.
Whoa, I'd never heard of that.
Yeah. And there's a place up north, too, next, probably, I don't know, an hour and 45 minutes from San Francisco. And it's an abandoned, it's called Jay's Amusement Park. And that's definitely one of the places I want to go to.
That sounds cool.
You're okay, Chico. I'm sorry.
I'm 3 hours north of San Fran.
Yeah. And is it? So that means you're closer to Washington, right, or Oregon?
Yeah. Yes, actually, it's still a few hour drives up there, but it's more like we're way closer to the top of the state.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, than
a lot of nature.
the bottom. So much. It's so beautiful. We have the 5th largest city park in North America out here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It was actually the place where Hollywood filmed the first Robin Hood movie, and they used the park as Sherwood Forest. So that's where I live, which is awesome.
It is. It's fucking
I live
awesome.
in Sherwood Forest.
Well, Chris, I really, really appreciate your time, man.
Thank you so much. This was such an interesting interview. Like, I've never been asked questions like that, and that's all I think about. So it's a gift. Seriously, it was super enjoyable.
It was. You made it easy, and I was super nervous about that. Anytime I like somebody, I always say, "Fuck, I don't want them to be an asshole because I'm not gonna like them."
Oh yeah, totally.
Like Guar, I interviewed Guar.
Oh.
They're just in character the entire time. I'm like, come on, guys.
Right. They never broke character.
Yeah, I was like,
that's amazing.
On, can you give me a fucking break? You want me to write about you're an alien? I got you. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much.
Are you into documentaries?
Yeah, big time.
Oh, me
Can
too.
you suggest one?
Oh, well, I'm not sure. This is not a political thing, but there's a documentary by James Corbett, and it's called "How Big Oil Conquered the World." And it's
cool. I'm gonna look that up.
I'm interviewing.
I'm writing
him
it down
Sunday,
right now. Oh, well, that's awesome.
And
that must be cool.
Oh, it's like an hour and 11 minutes, but it's very eye-opening, and
so it's how big oil ruined the world.
No, how conquered the world.
Conquered,
and it's on YouTube.
I was gonna say that's not how I feel. Ruined. But how big oil conquered the world. Oh, that's totally fascinating. I can't wait.
And they talk about like how John D. Rockefeller, he ended up getting oil, and then he had a monopoly of it, so they broke it up, and then he went on to create the school system, which he paid people to rewrite history, and that's what we teach our kids.
Oh my gosh.
And then it goes to the doctors and medicine, and everything used to be all natural medicine, and now it's a big business where they're making pills and
right.
that. But it's in every aspect of our life. John D. Rockefeller put his hand in it.
Wow, that is wild.
So.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's so cool. I'm gonna check that out.
If you like it, man, send me a text.
Yeah.
And say, oh yeah, cool, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd love to know what you thought on it.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
All right, man. Well, you have yourself a good evening. Good luck with this record. We're supporting you guys, and
thank you so much.
And you deserve it, man. You
thank you.
You are a great artist, and
thank you. I really appreciate that.
All right. Have a good day.
I can't wait for you to hear the whole record.
Oh, I can't either. I'm pretty sure they're going to send me one, but they
better.
It was with your management. It was the first time I reached out to them.
Oh, awesome.
So now I'm going to be on the deal.
They're really good. They're really good people.
Yeah, Alec is awesome.
Yeah, totally.
All right, man. Have yourself a good evening.
Okay, thank you, Timothy. Thank you so much, man.
All right, man. Bye-bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye.